Hello everyone, hope y'all are having a good day. My name is Kaylee. So today I'm going to talk about the economics of movie theaters reopening nationwide. I thought this was a very interesting topic to discuss. It's currently something that is going on in the world right now. As you know, theaters are closed right now. So the article name was Movie Theaters Rush to Reopen, but there are no blockbusters to play, and the main question here is, when will movie theaters officially reopen nationwide? And obviously that's a good question. It keeps coming up recently on the news and stuff. So my hypothesis for that is, like everything else right now in the world, COVID is an issue. It is keeping everyone from doing things we want to do. Going to the movies is a privilege. Personally, during this time, it's probably not smart to open. There's so many pros and cons. However, you need to think about which weighs out more. If movie theaters were to open up like the AMC, they're going to have limitations. This could possibly cause the business to lose money. And overall, I believe they will open rather soon, since gyms are already open as of right now. My opinion is, if movie theaters open, there are fewer people that would come in. It is what it is because of COVID. And if you think about it, movie theaters, they've got bills like any other business or person. They have light bills. They have a leasing, so they have to pay the lease for that. And so is it really worth it? So some key facts in this article was, with Wonder Woman 1984 pushed to Christmas, the next Hollywood blockbuster wouldn't hit theaters until Black Widow arrived in November. The big budget features drive the most traffic to cinemas, making them visually important, especially during the pandemic. Major movie theater chains have been able to secure enough capital to remain solvent through the rest of the year and into 2021, but smaller independent theaters may not have the same resources. So, for example, like AMC, obviously they're bigger movie theaters and they've probably made enough money to, keep them, okay. But if you've got some of these smaller movie theaters, they obviously aren't making money right now. How can they come back from this right now? And then I have one thing that I was going to mention. I had it up, but it's not up right now. So the closure of movie theaters during the COVID-19 pandemic has divided and ruptured the movie industry. Some studios have responded by shifting major titles to move streaming events, for example, Disney's Mulan, while others are sticking to their theoretical guns by testing out unusual release patterns. Times film critic Justin Chang sat down with entertainment columnist Jen Whip to discuss the risks of going to theaters, and the challenges of writing about a medium is pretty high. So when it comes to the movie theaters and stuff like that, people talking about it, obviously there's going to be some arguments and questions from the public. What movie theater would actually prompt me to get off my couch, grab a face mask and a container of, bacterial wipes, drive to a theater? And right now, anywhere you go, some people are doing temperature checks, and then just casually walk in. Somebody said that, which is a very good point. I mean, like anything else, you can't really leave your house without having a face mask. So he's just saying, like, why would I go to the movies and do all this if I can just sit at home and watch the movie? Matter of fact, it would be cheaper. So somebody else brought up, why can't they open up if everything is opening like the gyms, which is a good point. Matter of fact, I went to the gym the other day and everything is working like normal. I mean, you had to wipe down all the equipment before you used it in the beginning, so there really wasn't a difference there other than social distancing. So what are the safety precautions that movie theaters will use now to make you want to go? So I did read about that, and there was a lot of cleaning, obviously, which I look at it as like, why were you not cleaning before, is my opinion. I think everybody needs to be cleaning. And the other thing was, I brought it back up earlier, was they can't make enough money to stay closed. But there's obviously people for and against it. And so the movie theater, the companies, what they have to say is, the movie theater chains like AMC, Regal, and Cinemark have altered their operations to increase sanitation, install state-of-the-art air filtration systems and retrain employees for guest interactions. They know that restarting the industry is a challenge and will have both some good and bad moments, but if they don't reopen soon, when would it be at this point? So, however, these policies still aren't always enough to persuade couch sitters to become moviegoers, but I guess they have a point. They need to make money, and if they can't make money at all staying closed, so at this point they need to open soon, otherwise they may not ever. So the plan as of now, as of August 20th, AMC, the world's largest movie theater chain, is reopening more than 100 U.S. locations on Thursday after closing their doors in March. Other major chains like Regal Cinemas and Alamo Drafthouse will also reopen this weekend, while Cinemark stated that it's phased reopening last weekend. During this time, it's a monumental moment for theaters and the film industry at large. The next few weeks and months will give Hollywood an idea of whether the movie theater industry can bounce back after being ravaged by coronavirus. Theater chains have to win over customers who have gotten used to watching movies at home and who aren't sure about the safety of sitting indoors with strangers for hours at a time. In my opinion, I cannot wait for everything to go back to normal. It is, even though movies can cost money, it is fun every once in a while, grab your family or grab your friends and just go out, grab some popcorn and watch a movie. So I can't wait for them to open, but I do understand that this time is difficult. But I think as the plan right now is they're going to slowly start opening back up, which I agree that is the best move to make. But the plan as of now continued as theaters have to convey a sense of safety and cleanliness, obviously. AMC is requiring all guests to wear masks under its Safe and Clean initiative. It's also capping theater capacity and upgrading ventilation system. It's yet to be seen whether those protocols will give moviegoers a strong sense of security, so there that is again. But it's basically like everything else. We're just moving one step at a time. But anyway, that is all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something about the movie theaters reopening, but here are my references. Thank y'all.